This is so fascinating to me. I have the version 3, the step sponson, slid on to these 10mm boom ride sleeves next to the prototype version 2 sponson that Joe cut out for me to fit the larger 10mm boom ride sleeves. So they just slide right on. So it shows the accuracy of laser cut wood kits. And you can see on the version 2 sponson, which has a single non-trip surface and then the ride pad, versus the version 3 with the step sponson. But the version 2 has this angle in the back tilted that way, and the version 3 step sponson, the angle in the back is tilted this way. Just a cosmetic change there on the version 3 sponson. Other thing is, for my version 2 prototype sponson, I've put the shorter nose blocks, which means you'll have to sand a more blunt radius on the front. Version 2, the original version 2, had longer blocks and a sharper entry point here, which the thinking is the sharper entry point is a little more pit sensitive, so these are a little more rounded. And the other thing is, when you slide them onto these boom ride sleeves, you can see the ride pad on the step sponson. So for running laps, this ride pad is slightly steeper angle. So my prototype version 2 in the back, you look at the dark edge on the ride pad, you can see the reveal. When I line it up with the camera, it is this version 3 step sponson slightly steeper. This ride pad's at a shallower angle. You can see the reveal here. And I believe this angle is a better angle, less hydrodynamic drag for doing saw runs. I have the version 2 prototype sponsons done, complete. The 10mm sponson rod tubes are epoxied in and curing. That was the last thing to do as far as building new sponsons. And I won't even have to drill these because I used the same sponson rod tubes in the same location as they were on the other build, and also how they were clocked this way, because I had match drilled them to the sponson rods. So when that's done curing, I'll just bolt them right on. And I have the version 2 bottom ski epoxied on, and that's curing. So she's getting real close to being back on the water. That's the same. Got my toe in. Positive 1/10 of a degree on that new curved turn fin. And 0 on the prop shaft angle. Start there. That turn fin should have a lot more left. See how it behaves to start off. This is what Joe calls a 90-degree turn fin. So it comes all the way around this bend to 90 degrees. So it has more lift, but it's also more sensitive to the angle adjustments. This version 3 one, the one I was testing, is a 70 degree turn fin. So less lift. Some guys like this better because it's not as fussy to your angle adjustments, but does not give enough lift for saw runs. So why version 2.5? It's no longer a version 3 entirely. I have the version 2 sponsons and the version 2 bottom ski. From the version 3, I'm still running the beefier prop shaft strut. I have the 10mm carbon boom rods. I also am running the more blunt nose blocks, although Joe says that's standard now on all the riggers, and that curved turn fin, which is not a version 2 as far as the original version 2 curved turn fin, and it's not the version 3. So this is a hybrid prototype that I am going to call the version 2.5. She's ready to get wet.